Most of us know that cosmetic surgery is mainly used by shallow people. The recent video is a proof of my statement. Basically, the specific definition of cosmetic surgery is like other surgery, or maybe we can call it as a treatment that is used for preserving existing beauty or making face and other body part look different. In this speech, I will convince you with my 3 main points, which is cost of surgeries, chances of addiction, and also the risk of death. My presence for today is to persuade you to consider why the cosmetic surgery should be banned. Then, the government of Malaysia have the right to take an action to ban the cosmetic surgery. Before I begin, a lot of you might take it easy because you believe that cosmetic surgery is a helper for you to get a perfect body. But little do you know how many people are actually suffer from this kind of surgery. Please spare your time to listen up my speech and prepare yourself to make a decision to ban cosmetic surgery. Now, let us begin with my first main point, which is related with the cost of the surgeries. Why do I mention about the price? This is because I think that the fees is quite pricey and it is not worth enough for you to spend your money in this kind of surgery. To prove this, I did some homework to get reliable resources, and one of it is from the Ministry of Health. It shows the different price of nose augmentation back at 2018 and the current year of 2021. In this period of time, I did notice the fees for this treatment is increasing from the rate of 8,000 to 10,000. And for your information, this price is not included with extra charges like consultations and even additional treatment session. So, in my opinion, to grade yourself, you should avoid by doing a transformation that can waste your money, because at the end of the day, we couldn't predict either it will turn out successfully or turns into a disaster. Not just that, facelift is also one of the famous surgery. If you do not know about the facelift, it is actually a procedure that improves visible signs of aging, especially in the face and the neck. For this treatment, it will cost you around 20,000. It's quite expensive, isn't it? Not to mention that brachioplasty also can categorize as high demand with high fees. The purpose of doing this treatment is to remove extra skin and tissue in your upper arm. And this will make your arm fit in small size. Definitely, it will charge for both arms that reach between 10,000 to 14,000. So, how was my first point? Still not convincing enough for you to be on my side to ban cosmetic surgery? It's okay, because on my next point, you will open your eyes and intentionally start to believe on what is the purpose of banning the cosmetic surgery in Malaysia. I want to point out about cosmetic surgery that can lead our people to be addicted in applying in this unhealthy surgery. Why do I want to persuade you to ban cosmetic surgery? This is because the surgery is capable to make someone dead more than 15 times. How do I know? I got this from Ki Chia Hee, who is a cosmetic surgery graduated from University Tunku Abdul Rahman. She gave a statement regarding the chances for someone to be addicted with cosmetic surgery. And one of the reasons for people to get into addiction of this surgery is because of fat transfer surgery. For your information, fat transfer is permanent, which explains that the fat cells will permanently stay in the new section. And most of our citizens of Malaysia will face with insecurity of their body. This problem is really matter and leads them to do surgery instead of using a healthy way to make changes for their body. For example, we have a cosmetic entrepreneur who known as Muhammad Sajjad Kamal Zaman, or people recognize him as Nur Sajjad since he was a transgender. Unfortunately, he did a fat transfer which involved his thigh area, and the fat is moved to his smile line. As a result, his face becomes fluffy cheeks. Not only that, I figured out that fat transfer is continued growth as much as 30% year by year. So to conclude this surgery can cause of addictive emotion. To prove this, as much as 70% women in Malaysia wants to do a cosmetic surgery and keep on repeating it. Other 30% is stands for men who also apply cosmetic surgery to do a transformation. Still find it hard to accept this? I understand. So now let's move on to the next thought that shows cosmetic surgery give effects to minor problem. If you do not believe me right now, I will prove to you that cosmetic surgery causes some very deep problems, and it is also leads to risk of death. You will realize how this surgery actually can put you in a risk. Have you ever heard about hematoma? It defines a scientific name that indicates on a situation where an infection occurs when they did a breast augmentation. Why am I saying that this situation can give a risk of death? This is because a hematoma usually describes bleeding which has more or less clotted and ongoing bleeding. Based on Jennifer Robinson from Cancer Center, hematoma is also catalyst to blood cancer. Next, cosmetic surgery can cause of blood loss or can be defined as blood escaping from the circulatory system from damaged blood vessels. Yes, I admit that blood loss occurs with any surgery, but uncontrolled blood can cause of a drop in blood pressure with potentially deadly outcomes. As a result, it may cause of death. So, we have been at the end of the topic, and how is it? Did you feel convincing about my speech? I hope all of my sharing for today will not be wasted. And please keep asking yourself if this surgery is actually dangerous for all of us, isn't it? Hopefully by now you can see and support the idea of Malaysia's government should ban the cosmetic surgery since it causes of bad effects. Let me recap my 3 main points, which is first one is cost of surgery, chances of addiction, and also risk of death. From now on, you will be able to save your money when the cosmetic surgery already be banned. Please remember, it will drive you to bad effects. Think wisely so you will not regret it later. Next time, if your relative thought about doing cosmetic surgery, advise them that cosmetic surgery can't make you look younger or more beautiful because real beauty is in your eyes, your soul, and you can't strap it on. Bear in mind, prevention is better than cure. This reminds me of a legendary actor used to say this line: the beauty of a person is not in facial meat, but the true beauty in a person is reflected in her soul, by Audrey Hepburn. I think that's it from me. Thank you for lending me your ears.